Welcome to CMS MedTech tutorial series. For this episode, we are going to go through the steps of registering medical devices in Singapore. The first step is, of course, to get a reliable registrant to help you, the manufacturer, register your medical device in Singapore. A registrant is just a term used in Singapore to describe a local authorized representative for medical device. Please note that after your device is approved, the registrant name and address would not need to appear on your product labels. Contact us at info@cmsmedtech.com for more information on our services as your Singapore registrant. Next, we would show you step by step how the registration is performed, even though your registrant would be the one tasked with the submission process. Google Singapore HSA and click on the first link. You would arrive at this page. Navigate to Product Regulation and click Regulatory Overview. Scroll down to Quick Guide and click on it. You would see this flowchart. Now we would guide you through some of the terms. ACRA is the authority in charge of setting up local companies in Singapore. Naturally, a registrant needs to have a Singapore company in order to start business. Hence, if you are interested to know more about setting up a company in Singapore, search for the term ACRA, and you could proceed with the instructions from those linked to set up a company in Singapore. However, if you are a foreign manufacturer who intend to use a third-party consultant to register the product for you, there is no need to learn more on this topic. CRIS is another step that the local company need to apply for after setting up a legal company in Singapore. This is just a login access capability which allows the local company to do e-submission of documents to authority. Again, if you are a foreign manufacturer who would be appointing a local registrant, there is no need to study this step. If you go further down the flowchart, you would see GN 13 and 14. These are the guidance for classification of medical and IVD. As the classification system is very similar to EU, we shall not go through in details. After classification, you would need to do grouping of devices via GN 12. In short, medical device like cosmetic contact lens can be grouped as a family with the color as the variation. The same can be said for tracheostomy tube lengths as shown in this list of configuration. Another popular grouping is the system, which can be applied to orthopedic medical system, or IVD system as shown in this example. Going further down the flowchart, we have GN 15, which points to the registration routes available. This guidance also contains the letters templates that need to be filled up by the manufacturer and registrant to complete the submission process. More of this would be explained later. For GN 17, it is a guidance on the ASEAN Common Submission Dossier template. In a nutshell, it is the Singapore equivalent of the EU technical file in summary form. However, unlike the technical file which needs to be maintained for annual audit, the Singapore CSDT is more like an application form. Finally, at the very end, you will see a MEDIX link for the registrant to perform the e-submission. Click on it and you will see Class B, C, D submission links. The reason why Class A option is not there is because Class A does not need to be registered in Singapore. Class A products can be notified through your Singapore importer. Please contact your Singapore importer for more information. After the approval is completed, your product would be ready for supply in Singapore. Now if we go back to the portion of the flowchart and click on GN 15, you would see right at the very end of the guidance the various registration routes the manufacturer could take, based on the existing approvals the manufacturer has from the US, Europe, Japan, Canada or Australia. You could also get a summary of the list of documents here. If we go back to the portion of the flowchart and click on GN 17, you would see this guidance. This would provide a link to a technical standard TR01. Click it and you would see this guidance, and it would give you more of an idea what the CSDT is like. But we would like to re-emphasize that the CSDT is just a summarized technical file which acts as an application form. So please do not worry too much on this aspect. We hope that you find this tutorial useful, and please contact us at info@cmsmedtech.com if you need more information.